everybody, welcome to my DVD update for May 16th, 2012. Man, this year's going by fast. And you may notice the video and sound may be different. Well, that's because this thing I had, the flip camera, totally shot. Something went wrong with the USB. It wouldn't connect to the computer. The USB thing just did not work on the flip camera, and the flip camera just pretty much busted. So, since I had some spare money from work, for those of you that don't know, I do have a job. I work at a concession stand. That's how I get money for all the DVDs and stuff. No, I'm not spoiled or nothing. I don't have a car for gas. I don't have bills to pay, so I just sort of spent on this. And I had some spare money, so got myself the Kodak PlaySport Zx5. It's HD, 1080p, waterproof, microphone, focus. It's a really cool camera. This is the first official video I'm making with it. It was kind of a pain in the ass to set up, but passed it now. So yeah, let's see how my first DVD update with this works. Alright, the first one I don't have any dollar store DVDs this update, but now this one I am really not a Western fan by any means, but this one I just bought because, you know, one of my favorite low budget crap movie actor, well, not crap, because I usually like these movies, but B movies actor Chris Mitchum, one of my favorite B action movie guys, he was in this, so I got it because of that. And it's a John Wayne movie, Big Jake. Chris Mitchum's not that bad in it. I think this is like the first famous thing he did. He didn't really do. Chris Mitchum did mostly international action movies. Didn't really do that much common stuff. But Big Jake, I mean, for a Western, I'm really not a Western movie fan, but I mean, this was decent. I got through it. Chris Mitchum was in like 2 more John Wayne movies, Rio Lobo and Chisholm. One of them, I can't remember which one. I know his role in one of them was really small. But I mean, Big Jake, if you like Western movies or anything like that, if you're a big John Wayne fan, you haven't seen it, I'd check it out. It's John Wayne, Patrick Wayne, and Maureen O'Hara. And the cool thing is, I actually have a Chris Mitchum autograph that I emailed him, and he sent me the autograph for free in the mail, and it's a picture. It's like a family portrait of the family from Big Jake, and Chris Mitchum signed it over there. If I didn't have such a hard time getting the camera set up where it's at, I'd show it to you, but it's pretty much Chris Mitchum saying, "To Ken, ride easy." If you watch my autograph video, I show it in there. So, yeah, Big Jake's not that bad. And then this next one, we read the book for this in my English class, and the teacher said my teacher said there's a movie for it. And I got curious. We didn't watch the movie in my English class until much, much later, so I bought the movie just to see what it was like. The book was by Robert Cormier, and the movie was directed by Keith Gordon, who also wrote it, because there's some differences here between this and the movie. And it's The Chocolate War. The Chocolate War, it's about like the people at a private school and stuff. It relates mostly to the book. Not really that many differences between this and the book. There are especially the ending. The ending plays a big role with the difference for this, but it's funny. Like, we didn't watch this movie till like a month after we finished reading the book, because, you know, we had to do all that study guide crap and, you know, all that. But it's funny when there's this one guy in my class. I won't mention any names here, but he always says, we watch a lot of movies in my English class, and almost every single movie we watch, this guy, he says, "That guy looks like Ken." You know, and everybody's like, "You say that about every movie you watch. That guy looks like Ken." And for me, the guy in the movie that played Emil Janza, Brent David Fraser, I don't know, but he told me that, and I don't really see it, but yeah, he told me. I am an actor for the school plays and stuff, so I don't know, maybe that's... Oh, you got some other people. You got John Glover, Elon Mitchell Smith, Wally Ward. Okay, I did not know who Wally Ward is. Keith Gordon, you know, Keith Gordon, I like him as an actor, too, especially in Back to School, Christine. He's good in all of those. I haven't really seen that many of his directed movies, but I like him. This was used for like $4. I want to say this was not that expensive at FYE. And I mean, if you're a drama fan, I'd maybe give this a watch. It's got like a really obscure 80s soundtrack. some of the songs in it are kind of weird. It's like, in my room, dun, 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 I sit and wait alone. Dun, 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 dun. It's weird music. Then there's a couple Peter Gabriel songs in this. It's like, we do what we told, boom, 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 boom. It's weird. Although I do like the end credit song in this movie. I think Running Up the Hill by Kate Bush, I think the song's called. If you like dramas, though, I mean, give it a go. If you're reading the book, I'd give it a watch. I mean, just if you're reading the book in your English class and you want to watch this to get out of reading the book, don't do that, because this movie, the ending is very, very changed. But I like the ending in the movie. A lot of people complain about it. This is another one I got at FYE. This one was $8, and I was super, super surprised with this one because I bought it. I heard about this somewhere. I don't know if I watch a lot of reviewers here on YouTube. I don't know if Cool Duder or Mr. Parker or Rambo Raff. I don't remember which reviewer was talking about the TV series, but they were talking about the TV movies and about how they didn't have them. And I saw the TV movies there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll get this, see what it's like. I never saw the TV show, and it's Kolchak, the Night Stalker and the Night Strangler. I was really, really surprised with this because I looked it up. I'm like, because someone said in the video it's rare or out of print or something like that. So I went home, I looked it up on Amazon and on eBay. I found out for like a brand new copy, it's like $120. I was like, what? It stars Darren McGavin, who's the father from A Christmas Story. Other than that, I don't really know anybody. Carol Lindley, Simon Oakland, Ralph Meeker. I don't really know anybody else, but it's these two. The Night Stalker and the Night Strangler, two low-budget 70s TV movies from 72 and 73. It's pretty much sci-fi. It's kind of like the X-Files, if you've ever seen the X-Files. And I know they made it into a TV show. It's pretty much investigating, like, it's a lot of the times it has to do with like vampires and ghosts and creatures. I still need to buy. They have the complete series of that show. It's really not that expensive. I might try getting that at one point, but this was only $7-8, so I figure why not. I mean, they were both okay. I mean, 70s TV detective movies, they're a little slow, but I still kept interest in it at least. If you could find, I'm sure if you don't want to pay the very expensive price online, I'm sure you could probably get a bootleg or watch it for free somewhere. I'm sure it'll be on TV too. So I don't know, but Kolchak, the Night Stalker, and the Night Strangler, I thought they were pretty good. I'd recommend checking them out. Yeah, that's one I saw, and I'm really surprised I did not have it sooner. It's the first Die Hard movie. I got it at Kmart for $5. The first Die Hard's an action movie classic. I loved Die Hard. It's a long movie. It's over 2 hours long, 132 minutes, but it doesn't feel like that. It goes by really, really fast. And let's see, we got, Bruce Willis, obviously, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Alan Rickman, Alexandre Gomnov, Bonnie Bedelia, directed by John McTiernan. I saw some of Die Hard 2 like a year ago. It was something about they were on a plane and I think the guy got sucked into the turbine of the plane. I might be thinking of something else. I don't know. I thought that was Die Hard 2, but of course, yeah, I know this picture right there probably sparks some controversy, but Die Hard's good. If you want to watch a spoof, they made that Paul Blart Mall Cop movie. That is almost an exact clone of this movie. It copies so many scenes, like going through the vents, and it copies so many scenes. It's funny though. Well, I mean, it wasn't really that great of a movie, but it was funny because of just being a Die Hard knockoff and how they pulled it off. It was kind of like Lethal Weapon being set around Christmas time. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good. I'd check out Die Hard. This was $5, so I'm sure you could go to Kmart and find it for $5. Bruce Willis is awesome. Just watched a movie with Bruce Willis in my science class called Armageddon, since we're learning about astronomy and all that stuff. Next one's with Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Spacey, and Gwyneth Paltrow. And it's a 90s horror movie. Once again, Kmart for $5. But this one I thought was awesome. I loved this movie. Like, it's not action. It's just like really, really suspenseful. It's a suspense thriller, and it's got some pretty intense scenes in there. 7. Another person I love in this is Arlie Ermy from Full Metal Jacket's in this, and the thing I love best about Arlie Ermy in this movie is that his eyebrows are the fakest things I have ever seen in a movie. I wouldn't say as fake as the CGI in the sci-fi movies, but Arlie Ermy, there's a bunch of scenes his eyebrows are like sticking off. I don't know why he had to wear fake ones in the first place, but it was funny. Also, apparently the city they filmed this in rains every single day. Because almost every single scene in this movie, it's raining when they're driving and stuff. Morgan Freeman's really good in it. Brad Pitt's good in it. Kevin Spacey, he's not really in it till like the third act of the movie, but when Kevin Spacey's there, he does really, really good. And then you get some other just plain out weird, disturbing scenes. Like, you don't see the murders of these people, but you see the aftermath of the murders at the crime scene. Like, there's at the very beginning when they're at the fat guy's house, that was pretty gross. And then it's even worse when they're in the morgue because you see the fat guy laying there on the table. And then there's another scene where they go in there and the guy was tied to the bed for over a year and he was still alive somehow. And I don't know. A lot of that was kind of unrealistic, but it was written by Andrew Kevin Walker, directed by David Fincher. That's why, because Andrew Kevin Walker wrote Brain Scan, if you remember that other 90s horror movie that is completely the opposite of something like this, but 7 was great. If you're a big thriller suspense fan, I would highly recommend. You're a horror fan, gore fan, I would definitely recommend checking this out. I looked up movies and stuff online, reviews of this. I never saw any bad reviews of this. Almost everybody I looked at liked this movie. Arlie Ermy has one of my favorite lines of the movie. He's sitting there talking to him about something, and he's sitting at the desk, and the phone rings. He answers it. He's like, "Excuse me for a second. This ain't even my office." Hangs right up. I don't know. I thought that was funny. Another Kmart buy right here. Everybody's probably going to look at me like, what the fuck is that? Not really that many people know about it. This is the biggest blockbuster sequel ever made in any movie ever. You could come up with any sequel. This is the, when they come out with Avatar 2 and 3 in like 2014, this right here is going to still be a more impactful sequel. You ready to see this masterpiece? That's right, Titanic II. Made by the Asylum. Pretty amazing. Now, the Titanic 2 is a piece of crap. I mean, it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. Guy at Kmart, $5. I mean, don't expect much with this. Although, I mean, if a curiosity's sake, if you want to buy it and watch it, be my guest. Go for it. It's crap, though. I mean, it was directed, written, and co-starred all the same guys. Shane Van Dyke. That guy, I wonder what that guy would do nowadays if he brought this up. The Asylum making a movie called Titanic II. I would have this is pretty much like the Poseidon Adventures. Ship hits a tsunami. I would have rather to see something like Ghost Ship, where the Titanic comes back to life and starts killing people. That would have been better than the Poseidon Adventure. Now I got this at another used store I go to a lot called Disc Replay. $5. It's this real low-budget 80s slasher movie that I really wasn't a fan of, called Rush Week. I really was not a fan of this movie. I thought it was boring. It was kind of hard to follow. I really wasn't a fan of Rush Week. Nothing, a twist ending, anticlimactic finale, but it's a college horror movie from the 80s. I mean, you got some weird songs in there, too. I mean, it's released by Scimitar Entertainment. I know they're all their DVDs are all out of print now. And Rush Week's just pass on it. It's 80s. If you're a fan of 80s horror, maybe watch it. But I really wasn't a fan of it. It's real low budget, real slow paced. And, yeah, I'll just have to pass on that. And then we got, I love the TV show, and I saw this on TV, so I just thought I'd get it. It's Ghost Adventures. This is the documentary that started it all, you could say. And it also comes with a movie, Ghosts Don't Exist. Sounds kind of interesting, but I did not watch it yet, so don't know anything about it. Ghost Adventures, if you haven't seen it, it's pretty much the three guys. They set up a bunch of night vision cameras that go around recording ghosts and stuff. It's pretty cool. I catch the new episodes on Friday every so often when I'm not doing anything. I mean, I like I've tried watching. I have a couple DVDs of Ghost Hunters that I got a couple years ago, and I mean, I like Ghost Hunters. Don't get me wrong, but I think Ghost Adventures really blow them away. Though I think Ghost Adventures are better than Ghost Hunters. They get some. Once again, I don't know if that stuff is staged or not. It might be, but I don't know. They make it look really convincing. The other day they had an episode on where, like, this guy's daughter got killed in a car accident, and they were at the girl's house on her birthday. It's like, "Hi, Dad, I miss you." And the guy started crying. I don't know if that's planned or not. I mean, you never know with shows like this. It's TV. You never know what they could be doing. It could be real. It could be fake. It's like all these other paranormal, UFO, all that kind of stuff. But, I mean, just for the entertainment value, it's a good show to watch. I mean, in this one, you get a brick flying across the room and the ghost walking. It's interesting. I mean, I'd give it a go, and I'll still have to check out this Ghosts Don't Exist thing. This may look weird, but today is Wednesday. Next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, it's going to be the finale of The Celebrity Apprentice. I've been watching The Celebrity Apprentice ever since Gene Simmons was on. I know last year, John Rich won. They had Gary Busey on it last year. Well, I found this for $5 in the used store I got Rush Week from, and I could not pass it down. It's the original first season of The Apprentice. And I love it. Right now, I don't know who wins The Apprentice. Right now, they're down to Clay Aiken and Arsenio Hall. I'm really entertained by The Apprentice. I don't know why. I'm really not a reality guy, but I thought this was funny. This year is the year they had Bill Rancic, Kwame Jackson, all that kind of stuff. The weird thing is, though, on the back, when they show the candidates, they list their names in order that they were eliminated. That's kind of a giveaway, but I mean, I'm a fan of it. It's pretty much, sometimes they do the Celebrity Apprentice, sometimes they do it with regular people. This one's just regular people, and Donald Trump's a decent host. I mean, everybody jokes around with Donald Trump. I know he's going to run for president. I'm really not into politics, but... And another cool thing, this comes with like 4 DVDs of the first season. Another cool thing about this DVD is when you open it.
You're fired.
Yeah, there, you just got fired by Donald Trump.
You're fired.
I love that. When I bought from the store, the guy opened it, he's like, "Oh, dude, the thing just says you're fired. That's awesome." I have a tickle in my throat, I'm sorry, but... Apprentice is good. I like watching The Apprentice, and I'm excited for this season's finale on Sunday, so stay tuned. I'd watch The Apprentice, especially when they do the celebrity ones. It's always fun to watch, especially when it's Arsenio Hall. I love that guy. Alright, but it's pretty much my update, doing it again. The Apprentice, first season, regular people, non-celebrities. Ghost Adventures, the original documentary, and Ghosts Don't Exist. Rush Week, Titanic II, 7, Die Hard, The Night Stalker and the Night Strangler, The Chocolate War, and Big Jake, which I just got for Christmas. I know how weird that may sound. And let's wait to see how this turned out on the Kodak PlaySport camera. And thanks for watching.